by drawing a horizon line on the paper, and we begin by making two vanishing points, and then from this vanishing point we will draw. So first we will draw a vertical line, like how we used to do for the 2-point cubes. We will draw one vertical line. Okay. And from this vanishing point we will draw from the top So we get walls, wall 1, wall 2, and we get floor, and we get a ceiling. Okay, so now like we did in our 1-point perspective interiors, we will take this wall and we will divide it into 3 equal parts. So assuming the height of the room is 3 meters, so we will divide it into 3 equal parts. So why we are doing this? We are doing this so that our things that we draw inside the room remain more or less in a proper proportion. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3 meters is the total height. Now let us draw a bed and one side table, and maybe a painting on top of the bed, and a door to this room. Okay, so we begin by taking this wall in consideration and marking where we want our bed. So say for example my bed starts from here, and maybe it is as wide as this, so it's a twin bed or a 2 people's bed, so it is that wide. So then what I will do is both these points I will take towards the vanishing point. Okay, so again as I said, you can use scale for your initial drawings. Okay, so don't need to draw the entire line, we just need to touch this point here like this, and same with this. Yeah, okay, so we have these 2 lines here, and this line we know it's going out of the page, but it's okay for now. Let us now so the length of this line determines how deep is your bed. So you can choose to stop it as per the proportions, you can choose to stop it at a place. So let's assume that our bed stops over here, and that is how I will then take that point and draw the line coming from this vanishing point. Okay, so in this floor, this is the space that is being occupied by my bed. Okay, so I hope that is clear. We are leaving some space from this side. Now about the height. So what is the height of a typical bed? So say a half a meter, like 50 centimeters. Some beds are high, 60. Okay, so we are considering the height which includes our mattress. So let us stick to 50 because it's easy for us to divide this 1 meter into 2 and take a height reference. So let's say 50 meters is somewhere over here, and what we do is we will take from here, from this vanishing point, and we'll draw a very faint line here. So this is a guideline. So that means this is the height of the bed. Okay, but this bed is a little bit away from the wall, so we use this vanishing point and try to transfer the height over here. Okay, so now this point is already there and this guideline is there, and we just draw a vertical line. Okay, so I'm now going to darken this line. going to stop here because I don't know where it intersects over here. So we will get to that point later. Okay, so this is where what the total height of my bed is. So now what I do is, again from this vanishing point, I have one point here. So I'm going to draw the line that goes there and here. So okay, so this is how I get this. The same way I obtain my third point. So from this point again, okay, so draw a vertical line and we join them. Okay, so now from this point I will draw another line like that. Okay, so what we get over here is like a cuboid. Okay, so now we know that this point intersects here and we can draw like a vertical line over here. Okay, so this is the cuboid in which our bed will fit. So this is the top part of the bed, this is like the side faces of the bed. Now we know that bed has a backrest, so this width we considered which was along with the backrest. So like in the previous drawing how we did, when we did sofa, so we put a line where we think how thick our backrest is going to be. Okay, and say for tall we feel that okay, about 1 meter we want our backrest to be. You can have a tall backrest also. So this is my 1 meter mark on this vertical surface. So I take point from here and draw. Okay, so this is how tall it would be. This is how tall it would be. Okay, and okay, so this is still 2D, so it will have some thickness. So again I will give that thickness from here. I'll draw a vertical line. Make sure it is straight. Same over here, so from this point goes to the vanishing point. So this is where I get okay. Alright, so now this is how the basic bed looks like. Now I'm going to erase some points here so that the drawing is more clearer to you. Okay, see this bed a little bit more clearly. We'll add details to this later. Okay, so what else we wanted to add was a side table. So again we do similar thing. We draw the bottom. So side table height we will consider as the same height, like total height of the bed, or you can consider a little lower also. Okay. Yeah, and the end we can determine how much we want. Okay. So this becomes my base. Now height is this much. So again, Yeah, so this becomes my side table. So I'm just going to quickly do the dark outline so that you know. Okay, so now we are going to add a painting at the top. So we can determine by taking two vertical lines like that the extent of our painting, and we can take from vanishing points. Yeah, so this is a painting, so we can actually draw a little bit of thickness to it. So again, keeping it parallel to your horizon line little bit. And it goes into the vanishing point. Now let us do the final element, which is the door. So door I'm going to do here, and it's going out of the wall. So here we are planning to do a closed door. So we do a little bit of door frame. What height the handle should be. So maybe it can be at a little bit lower than your eye level. So if your eye level is in the center, it could be between these points. So have it here. So now I'm going to do detailing of the bed, and the last thing we are going to do is flooring. Okay, so let us give some thickness to the bed, like the mattress is there on top. Okay, and you can also do details like you know, bed linen details. Okay, and then pillows, you can actually do like a mattress like lying like that. You can also do the two cushions. So I'm doing it between these two lines like that, so they also come in perspective. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to quickly outline this in black and dark so that the drawing is absolutely clear, and then we do the flooring. So now we will do the last bit, which is flooring. Now for flooring, we know that in the previous one we divided equal number of parts and we did flooring in a different technique, but for this one we have to use a different technique. So now what we will do is, we have these two walls, this corner of the wall 1 and the bottom line corner of the wall 2. So simply what you have to do is divide these two walls into equal parts. Okay, so you can either stick to this 1 meter thing and mark 1 meter there and 1 meter over here, and then use your vanishing points and do the crisscross, or you can do 1 meter and half meter. So if you want a little rectangular flooring, you can try that. So right now I'm going to just do equal divisions. Okay. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to directly do my flooring with the pen. You can actually do it with the pencil first. Okay, so what you have to do is place your scale like this, and through that whatever point you have marked on that wall surface on the corner, you have to draw the line. Okay, again move it to the next point. Make sure it is passing through your point on that wall. Last point is over here. Okay, now we will take from this wall Okay, so this is how it will look. So we want you to give it a try. You do not erase your guidelines, keep them. We would like to see. I'm erasing it so that you can clearly see the drawing. So in exam you may erase if you want, but be very careful. Instead draw the guidelines very light. Here I am drawing it a little dark so that you guys can see in the recording. Okay, so this is how you do an interior with furniture in 2-point perspective. So do give it a try with other furniture items as well.